So next up is JavaScript statement and syntax. So what is a statement? In any human language, we say any line framing a statement using our grammar rules or particular language rule so the other person can understand. Exactly the same concept will apply over here, that you write a line of code or a line which a compiler can understand, that will again translate to the computer. So basically the computer can understand. So in other word, we can say statement. Why we are saying a statement? Because in normal language, in human language, we whatever we say, we call it a statement. But in other word, we can say any programming language statement is an instruction. So one statement is one instruction to the compiler what to do. And all the statements are composed of values, operators, expressions, keywords, and comments. So what are values? Let me jump to again the code last time what we had. So values are any information what we can use to manipulate or what we want to process. So in this code, this hello world is a value. And this entire line from here to here is one statement. We can say instruction. So I'll always say instruction instead of statement. So we are giving one instruction to the compiler what to do. And this is the value. So we are so computer doesn't understand what is hello world. By this statement or instruction, we are just saying do one thing, print, log out whatever value I give you. So the compiler don't understand or don't care what value you give. Whatever you'll give, it will just print it. It's not like a human, whatever you are giving here, that will understand. It's just a value to it. You are giving an instruction what to do with that value. So exactly that. So one is the value. Now let's talk about the operators. So what is operator? So it's the same as any mathematical operation with what we do. So for example, if we can have any test is equals to test string. Let's have the what. So so it's equals to, there are so many operators which we'll talk about in a separate video. But for now, you just understand that any kind of operation or any kind of calculation you want to do, it's more or like less or more like mathematical operators. Now, the third point is expressions. What are expressions? It's again similar to mathematics. When you say, when you give any instruction, maybe add 4 or 5 and store it to one any variable in algebra. It's something like that. So when you give any instruction to the computer what to do, that is one expression. Next is the keyword. Again, there are few keywords. Keyword have a special meaning or a special purpose for any programming language. So you can basically structure your entire code. So for example, here we have this var. Var is a keyword. So using the keyword, you create instruction. And the last but not least is comments. So we can talk about a bit more about the comments. So what is comments? Basically, comment is not an instruction to the computer. Comment is something just for developer to understand it. So that means the compiler or computer completely avoid any comment you write inside the code. So why do we need it? We need that to make a comment or note for any other developer who picks your code. So when you write a code that might become a complex, and you may want other people from your team or in future anyone else or yourself want to look into that code and modify something else to make their life easier. So you use a comment. So we how we can add a comment? There is a there's a two way to add a comment. The first way is inline. So you can just use double slash and write any comment. I'll say inline comment. So as you can see, this code editor already have converted, highlighted it into green and the other line into different color contrast. Because this have plugins or in most of the code editors understand what is comment. So they are highlighting this line of code, or this line will not be treated as instruction. So this is one way. We call it inline. So because it this comment will end only in one line. If you again keep typing anything, then it will in the same line it will consider as a comment. But again, if we change the line, no, this is not the line to put a comment. And the another use, you can use this at the end of any instruction. So you have one line of instruction, but you want to maybe give a comment what this is doing. So like print in console log. So this is defining or explaining it what this line of code is doing. Mostly we use this before any function call. What are functions? I'll explain you later on in a different video. But you'll get to know why this code comment is important. There is another way which is called multi-line. And how we start that? Slash asterisk. And in this is multi-line comment. And in this, if you go to the next line, still it'll continue. This line is also part of the same comment. So how it ends? Again, use asterisk and slash. Now again, if you go to the next line, it will treat like, again, this is again an instruction. New log. Let's save the code. If you just want to have a look how it looks, I'll show you. Refresh the page. Hello world, the first instruction to print hello world. Second instruction, new log. So that's all for this video.